Okay, so as you know, we're going to continue. We started solving this worksheet yesterday or the day before yesterday. We already read the lesson, okay? And we solved the multiple choice questions, true or false, and we solved about 2 questions from the direct questions, right? Who can tell me what is the title of our lesson? Just a quick revision. What is the title of our lesson? Kamal, Ali, Gabris, you can unmute, miss.
Pepper Palace.
The Pepper Palace, bravo.
Pepper Palace.
Excellent. Ali Shaib, who are the characters?
Teacher, the
in
worksheet
the Pepper
is
Palace?
well.
Who are the characters, Ali Gabris?
Grandma Maria and Rose and um,
Heck,
Teacher, the characters are Rosa, Hector, and Grandma Maria.
yes.
is the worksheet with you or with us?
No, it's with me. It's
Oh,
with me,
okay.
but you know, it's okay. You can take notes on a piece of paper, and when we get back to school, I will give you back the worksheet, okay? So you can solve it when you start studying for the final exams. No, we didn't expect that we're going to skip these 3 days. Okay, listen, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to send the link to your friends. Just give me 1 second. Because apparently no one is joining. Okay, so now they are. Just 1 second.
Hi, teacher.
Hi, good morning.
Teacher.
Good morning, teacher.
Hi, good morning. How are you? So what took you so long? Yes? Okay. So join now, Zain and Wissam.
Okay.
Okay, so the characters are Grandma Maria, and we have Hector. Okay. So Yalla, who can read the first question? Yalla, Kamal, read the first question.
Which of the following best describes Louisa and John?
Juan. This one we read it Juan. What describes? Yalla.
One.
Is it A? What do you have?
B.
The options. What do you have in A?
Afraid of failing.
B.
Determined to success.
To succeed. And C.
Envious of others.
Job. So how would we describe Louise and Juan? Louisa and Juan.
Determined to success.
They are
Succeed.
determined to succeed. Do you know what does it mean? Does it mean that they give up easily, or it means they work hard?
They work hard.
Exactly. Do you know the meaning of envious of others? What did we say in class? Do you still remember? When someone is envious of others, it means he's what?
He give up.
No, when you envy someone, it means like you are jealous of that person. It means that you wish you have the things that he has. You know, for
Oh,
example, if Wissam has a nice cat and then you don't have a cat, you may envy him. Envy, you feel envious of him.
okay.
Okay, it's clear. Alushi Ali Gabris, number 2, the author's point of view.
The author's point of view in this story is that family is more important than working. That's not the answer. Brothers and sisters should work together, and that's not the answer.
Yeah.
These dreams can come true with hard work. That's the answer.
Excellent, bravo. How can you support your answer? What can you just tell me something happened in the story that will make it will support your answer about the author's point of view? Yes.
Because they work hard,
Yes. First, they lived at their aunt's house. They didn't have money to live in their own house. They lived with somebody
then
else.
they work,
Yes, and then they worked hard.
then they work, and yes, and they open the restaurant Pepper Palace.
Bravo. So this was a long trip for them, living in someone else's house. The If you remember, Louisa was working at home. She was cooking for events and parties at home, and Juan was working in gardening, in for other people, right? Until they gathered an amount of money
Yes,
and they were able to open their own restaurant. So they worked hard in order to open the restaurant, the Pepper Palace restaurant. Okay, excellent. يلا, let me have now Ali Shaib. يلا Ali, true or false?
Yes, teacher.
يلا, true or false? Hector.
Read the question.
Yes, please answer by true or false.
Hector and Rosa tell Grandma Maria they don't want to do chores at the Pepper Palace, so Grandma Maria tells them a story about dragons.
Yes. What is the mistake in here?
False.
That is false. Excellent. What is the mistake?
Because she didn't tell them a story about dragons.
Yes, bravo. So dragons is the mistake, okay? And then we write here false,
Yes.
comma. And what is the how do we correct it? She read them a story about what?
Um,
When they refused to do the chores, she told them, didn't you know the story of our restaurant, the Pepper Palace? Right?
yes.
So she read them a story
Pepper
about
Palace.
what?
Pepper Palace.
She read them a story about the Pepper.
Pepper Palace.
Okay. Or you can say she read them a story about the restaurant, or you can say she read them a story about how Louisa and Juan started the restaurant, okay? There's more than one
Okay.
correct answer.
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Ali. Yusuf, can you do number 2 for us?
Yes, teacher.
Yalla, number 2, Hector.
Hector. Hector and Rosa
Mhm.
said
Sat.
said
Set at on
One. This is number one, Yusuf. You know,
of
one in math. So this is how we write
one
one.
of the one of the clean
Mhm.
tables at the restaurant.
Yes. Is it a true or false? Did they sit at one of the clean tables?
Yes, it's true.
True. If you go back, let's find out, okay? If you go back to the lesson, if you move back, you can see here, um, here, see? Rosa
Yes.
and Hector sat at one of the empty and clean tables in the restaurant. It means yes, they sat at a clean table. Empty and clean, they both here in this sentence, they both mean the same. Okay, so this is a true, it's
Yes.
not false, even though we do not have the word empty, but this sentence is still true. Okay,
Okay.
thank you, Yusuf. Yalla Zain. Number three, Juan.
One and
Louis.
marvelous, marvelous at their jobs.
Yes, Juan and Luisa were marvelous at their jobs. What do you think this one? If you go back to the lesson, what did they say? They said, listen, they said Juan was a wonderful gardener, and they said Louisa was a marvelous cook. So are they both marvelous or no?
Yes.
Yes, both are. Bravo, because wonderful here means also marvelous. Okay, thank you, miss. Thank you. This is also true. Yalla, who didn't participate yet? Wissam. Yalla, Wissam. Pepper Palace.
Yes. Pepper Palace was a standard restaurant. False.
That is false, exactly. What is the
And
yes?
standard is the wrong one.
It should be what?
Popular.
It should be popular. Bravo. If you write popular or not the standard, both are correct. You can either say popular, or you can just write not the standard. It will also be considered correct.
Okay.
And this is the mistake.
Okay.
Bravo. So what is the meaning of popular? Do you know? Popular, what does it mean? Does it mean that no one knows it, or it means that it is?
I know.
So it means that all the people know it.
Yes, Yusuf, what do you want to say?
I was telling you that I know.
Yes, what is it?
Like it's famous.
Bravo, good choice of words. Famous, well known, amazing. Bravo, plus for you, Yusuf. Plus for you, you have a good vocab. Excellent, miss. Guys, is it okay if you open all your cameras so I can feel that we are actually in class, if it's possible? Thank you. I would.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so let's do now the direct questions. Yeah, I will go back from the beginning. Where is Kamal? Did he leave us? Kamal?
Nope.
Yalla, Kamal.
I'm here.
Thank you, Kamal. Yalla, can you do the can you read question number 1 and do it?
Find one simile in part 4 and explain it.
Yes. Par means paragraph. This is short for paragraph. In paragraph 4 and explain it. So let's go back to paragraph number 4. You see, they are already numbered for you, okay? Yalla, Kamal, can you find for me simile in this paragraph?
Okay.
Read out loud. Louisa.
Louisa and John lived in a small village.
Because they are Mexicans, this letter we say kh. So Louisa and Juan. Okay, Louisa and Juan.
Louisa lived in a small village in Mexico. Juan was a wonderful gardener. He grew tomatoes as red as the setting sun.
Mhm.
His chili peppers were hot, hot, hot. His bell peppers were as sweet as honey.
Bravo.
And his corn grew tall and golden.
Excellent.
Louisa was a marvelous cook and always used Juan's beautiful vegetables. Everyone in town loved to eat their food.
Brilliant. Bravo, Kamal. Now, Kamal, can you tell me what do we mean by simile?
He grew tomatoes as red as the setting sun.
Bravo. So you mean this is the simile. That is correct. But you can you explain to me what do we mean by simile? We use a simile when what? Who knows? Plus 2 points if yes.
I know.
I know.
1 second. Let me give chance to Kamal. Yes, Kamal.
Teacher, I know.
Guys, 1 second.
We get mean by we the
Is it pass? Shall I ask someone else? Yes, is it okay? Okay. Yellow Wissam, what is a simile? What's
It's like when you compare something to something.
brilliant? It's when we compare two things together. Excellent. And what are the words that we use in a simile? There are, you know, keywords. What are they?
As and like.
As and like. 2 pluses for Wissam. Excellent, Miss. Bravo. Brilliant. Good job. Okay.
Thank you.
So now back to Kamal. So Kamal, he grew tomatoes as red as the setting sun. What does this simile mean? Here they are comparing the tomatoes. You know the tomato, right?
yeah, right.
So they are comparing the tomato to the setting sun. What are they trying to tell us? That the tomatoes are tasty, for example? Like the setting
Yes.
sun? Are they telling us that the tomatoes are round, like the setting sun?
No, red.
Exactly. So what does this simile mean? We say that the tomatoes are red. Red. The answer is already in the sentence, okay? It's easy for you to find or to guess the answer because it's already written in the sentence. Okay, Miss?
Okay.
Does anyone have any problem with similes? Raise your hand. I can give you another example. Did you all understand the meaning of a simile? Yes? Let me check.
Yes.
Yusuf,
Yes.
let me see.
Yes.
Yusuf, we have another simile here.
Yes.
It says, bell peppers were as sweet as honey. This is another simile. I'm using the word as. What does
Sweet
it mean? What does
sweet as honey.
it means that the peppers are what?
The peppers are
They are yellow like the honey.
no.
They are what?
They are tasty like honey.
Tasty. How tasty? They gave you the answer. They are what? Sweet.
They are as sweet as honey.
They are sweet. It means the peppers are sweet, just like the honey is sweet. Okay. Okay. Kamal, I will give you a plus, Miss. Bravo.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, Yusuf. So here the simile is he grew tomatoes as red as the setting sun. So in the first line, you can write the simile, and then in the second line, you can write the meaning. We say the tomatoes are so red. You can say like this, okay? You can say that the tomatoes are red, or for example, the bell peppers
Okay.
are sweet. Okay. Yalla, now I will go back to Ali Shaib. Yalla Alushi, question number 2.
Yes. Why does the author compare people to bears?
Yeah, why? He said that
Because
this is also a like say,
to sh-
paragraph 6. So we will go back to paragraph 6. Here it is. See?
yes,
Yes. Here he compared the people.
people came from for
For a
away as hungry as bears walking
waking from
from their long winter nap.
Bravo. They came hungry.
Came hungry, but after eating the dishes Louisa cooked with the
With one vegetable.
uh, John corn vegetables. They left happy and full
Yes,
when Louisa
that's it, Ali.
and
So why did they compare? Why did they say that people came as hungry as bears? When bears wake up
um,
nap.
Miss, I know.
Ali,
um, because the bears was waking from their long
but do they actually want?
winter nap.
But do they are they actually telling us about bears?
Mm, yes,
Are we talking about bears in this story, Ali?
no, but because they say here bears walking from their long winter nap.
Yeah, but they are comparing. They are comparing the people like bears. Why are they comparing the people to bears? They want to tell us that people do what?
The people came from far away as hungry as
There's one word
bears.
I need you to say it. There's one word. They said that people that they compared the people to bears. Why? Like people are
Miss, I know the answer.
yeah. Do they mean that people were sleeping during the winter, like bears were sleeping? Is this the answer, Ali?
No,
Does the author want to tell us that people were huge, like the bears?
no.
So what does the author want to say?
Mm,
Yes, Wissam.
He's comparing them to bears because they were coming to the restaurant as hungry as bears.
So he's comparing people to bears because people were what?
Hungry as
Word. That's it.
bears.
That's it. Okay, Ali Shair.
yes,
He compared people to bears. He wants to tell us that people were so hungry. This is just like any other simile, okay?
yes,
Here I can say, so why does the author compare people to bears? We say the author compares people
The bear.
to bears to show how hungry they were. Okay?
Yes, teacher, I have a question.
Yes, go ahead.
How do we know the genre of the story?
Well, you have to study the characteristics of the genre. In the previous worksheet, we studied about folk tale, right?
Yes.
Okay. Who can remind Ali about the features or characteristics of a folk tale? How do we know that this story is a folk tale? Who knows? Raise your hand. If it's a folk tale, how do I know it's a folk tale? Like, for example, I gave you example like the boy who cried wolf, or the turtle and the rabbit. These are all folk tales.
Oh, maybe you mean like it can happen in real life?
Something like this, if it can happen in real life, this would be a realistic fiction, for example. Ali Ghabri.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Do you remember the characteristics of a folk tale?
Um.
First of all, a folk tale, is it a story? Is it a new story or an old story?
Um, old
Story.
story
Old story, because you know this story, if you ask your grandfather, he would know this story. Folk,
because when
folk
he was younger,
Yeah,
he knew it.
exactly, he knew it. Folk tales are very old stories, okay? They are told
Yeah.
from generation to generation. Why? Because they teach a lesson.
Yes.
Okay, if I am, for example, Yusuf. Okay, if I want to um, tell Yusuf not to waste time, I would tell him the story of the turtle and the rabbit
Rabbit.
example, in order to tell him,
Yeah.
in order to show him that he should not be wasting time. If I
Yeah.
tell him a story about, maybe Yusuf doesn't listen to people. Okay, if I want to
Yeah.
encourage him to listen, I will tell him the story of the wise man.
Yes.
Okay, okay. How,
Hi, teacher. Sorry, I'm so late.
uh,
I couldn't find
I
the
sent
Zoom.
I sent it on the link, but our session is in the second period. Can you join us on the second period? Is it okay? Because now I have a 3B. Okay. Okay, so here, the genre here, if you look at the worksheet up, you can see that the genre is either folk tale or historical fiction. So is this story a folk tale? Is this story an old story? Does it teach us a lesson? Does it have animal
No,
characters? Also a folk tale. A folk tale, Miss Kamal and Zain, pay attention. A folk tale also has animal characters that do like people. Does this story have animal characters that speak and do like people? The characters are Grandma Maria, Hector, and Rosa. Do I have any animal character that can?
No.
No, there is no
no.
animal character. Bravo, Yusuf. Zain and
That's
Kamal
a folk tale.
as well. So is this a folk tale? Can I say that this is a folk tale?
No, it's not a folk tale.
This is not a folk tale. So what is it? It is,
Historical fiction.
that is historical fiction. Ali Shaib, do you remember the lesson Sailing to America?
Yes.
This is like Sailing to America, where a family or a group of people sailed to America in order to make their dreams come true. Okay? I cannot hear you, Ali. If you're talking, you're on mute.
Oh, that one that was about pasta.
No, not the one about pasta. About the family
No,
to America
a family sailed to America
Oh
by
yes,
ship.
I remember it.
in a ship, and it was a really, the father they were from Ireland, right? From Ireland. The
Yeah,
father went at first, and then he saved some money, and then he sent for his family. So that story
yeah,
was also a historical fiction. Why? Because it's based on real events,
yeah.
just like the
Of course, and it can be real, of course.
the event, that the thing that the people were sailing to America to make their dreams come true, this is actually happened in the past, but the
Yes,
story itself is a made up story.
yes.
So here we can say the genre. You just need to
Oh,
go back to the genre in the mega pack and review these characteristics, like only one or two, and then you will be able to tell what is the genre. Okay, so the genre of this story is historical fiction. So why we can say it is a made up story? It means the characters are from the author's imagination, okay, from the author's own mind. So it's a made up story, but it is based on real events that actually happened. This is what do we mean by historical fiction, just like Titanic. Titanic, the movie Titanic, this is a made up story. But long time ago there were actually a big ship called Titanic, and it actually sank in the ocean. Tia, hi Tia. Tia Yusuf.
Hi.
Hi Tia. I don't know, but you do not have English now, you have Arabic. English starts at 9. Okay, Tia.
Okay.
So can you join me again at 9?
Okay.
Thank you. Okay. Yalla, miss. Ali Ghabris, number 4. How do you think Hector and Rosa feel about the restaurant?
Um,
Read the question
they
now.
feel. How do Hector and Rosa feel about the restaurant after the grandma told them the story about how it started?
Yes. How do you think they feel? Do they feel, for example, excited about the restaurant? Or do you think they feel now proud
Yes,
about the restaurant? Which one?
proud.
They are proud, yes. So Hector and Rosa now feel proud about the restaurant. They are proud of their grandparents. And we continue, okay? After there, it has to be a complete answer.
After their grandma tells them the story.
About how it started. Okay, great job. So now we will move on to the vocabulary words. Yalla. Zain. Is Zain still with us? Zain left. Lost connection. Also, we said,
no, he left.
Yalla, Yusuf. The word is sweep. She told them, bring the broom and sweep the floor. So what does sweep mean?
Like clean the floor.
Excellent. Sweep means clean. Great job. Bravo. Yalla Kamal. Marvelous. Marvelous. They said that Juan was marvelous at his job. What does marvelous mean?
Marvelous. Clever.
It's in the same
Teacher,
In the same paragraph, you can find the meaning of marvelous.
can I say it?
No, Yusuf, I know you know it. See, it's somewhere here. So, Kamal, look, they said Louisa was marvelous. And what did they say? Juan was what?
Wonderful.
Wonderful. And we said in the true or false that both of them were marvelous. So what is the meaning of marvelous? Hassan. So marvelous means what?
Marvelous means
Already there.
wonderful.
Yes, yes.
Wonderful.
Excellent. Okay, Miss, I want you to keep in mind that in the test, you have to follow the synonyms. You know, you can find the meanings through synonyms or antonyms. Okay, so you can find the meaning of the word in the same paragraph. Wonderful. What is the meaning of popular? I have Ali Shaib. Yalla Ali Shaib. Popular, paragraph 6. Ali Shaib, I don't know. Yes, Ali Shaib. Okay. Listen, I'm going to stop here. Please, you can open the worksheet from the Padlet and try to solve it on a piece of paper, okay? So tomorrow, when we meet again, we will do the phonics. So I want to have the list of words, okay? I want the list of words